Good afternoon. Welcome to the John Sorosa Homestead on this Lord's Day. Hope it's been going good for you thus far. Just wanted to give you an update on the quail cages, specifically the waters that we're trying out. So I ordered 3 of these, I guess I call it a water trough, to try out to see how they would do. And so far they seem to be doing good, and I think I'm going to stick with these at least for now. I'll start with the first one that I installed a couple of days ago. So I put it on the end of the Tibetan breeder cage. Does good. They've learned to stick their heads through, as you can see, drinking the water. Put a lid over it to try and, again, predator proof it a little bit. Pointed these down so that if anything's trying to climb in, hopefully these stick them and then they won't go any further. This was our first one that I tried out, and after installing these other 2 today, this one with my Egyptian females and Pharaoh, a couple of males in there, I think I'm going to go back and probably install one more trough on this side, so they'll have 2 for this cage, and then install one right here for the Tibetans, so they'll have one on the end and then one over here. She's trying to chase my finger. That way they have more opportunities to drink water, and so they're not fighting over one trough or anything. The main thing I wanted to do was get the waterers outside of the cages. That way it gives them a little bit more square inches to move around on. You can see this water, it takes up, I haven't measured it, but I'd say probably 4 inches or so of space. Plus it makes it easier for us to keep their water. I don't have to reach in the cage and get this thing out. They'll actually have, the water mounted on the outside. I can fill it up from the outside and not have to disturb them as much. That's why we put the feeders on the outside, egg rollout, so that, again, just to minimize how much time we go inside the cages and disturb them. So this was the second one that I installed. Again, had these pointed down. Hopefully it sticks to rats, snakes, mice, whatever, and then they leave instead of persisting in. It is hinged. It raises up. Still get to the water if I need to. Since it is sitting on the rollout tray lid, I cut it in sections so that it raises up still, so that I can get the eggs, but I don't have to take the water off every single time. So again, seems to be working out good, so I'm going to put another trough right here. So each cage will end up with 2 water troughs and 1 large J feeder. And I think that's going to work out. So again, I have 1 more right here, and I'll need to put 2 more right here. I just ordered 3 to test them out. I like them, so I'm going to go ahead and order enough to do all of my cages. Feeders are on order, the J feeders, so that I can, again, move these from the inside the cage to the outside. I've left this space when I installed these cages so that I could put, a feeder over here and a feeder over here and take care of that. Breeder rabbits, she's got 4 babies in there with her. She had 8 total, but 4 didn't make it. She's a first-time mom. Sometimes that happens. At least that's what we found out. Some of the moms, they'll be a great first-time mom, and then some of the moms won't. And she's a good mom to the 4 that she's got right now. This one will be due at the end of the month. And she's a first-time mom too, so we'll see how she does. Jumbo whites, again, tried these out. They do fine, but you can see how much space they take inside the cage. So I'm going to switch these out to the trough. I can always use these right here somewhere else, so I'm not worried about it. They do fine, but I think the trough, I'm going to like those better. With these, I like these because you can pop the lid, fill them up from the outside still, but you're still losing some space inside the cage. And I'm getting some jumbo white eggs, some Tibetan eggs, and a couple of Egyptian Pharaoh eggs. And I mean a couple, I might get 1 a day from these right here. Tibetans, I'm getting between 2 and 5 a day. So I'm going to load up the incubator this weekend and start the countdown and hopefully have some good hatch rates. These haven't started laying eggs yet. These are the Egyptians and pharaohs that are ordered as 6-link eggs. As soon as you hatch them, you know which ones you have. So we ended up with a bunch of Egyptian females and a bunch of pharaoh males. And the males, the extra males, I just butchered Friday and put them in the freezer. And had a few Tibetan males extras, so I ended up butchering them as well. And not as big as the jumbos, but still enough to eat. And everybody's doing good. So just wanted to give you a brief update on the waterers. Every time we do something, we're just learning and trying, seeing what works. If it don't work, we start over. If it works, we hope to improve it. So follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like our videos if you would. It just lets me know that people are actually watching them, people are actually enjoying them or learning something. Or, like I said, leave some comments too. We're always learning. We appreciate the feedback. So don't be afraid to leave us constructive criticism. We accept it all. Hope y'all have a blessed day. We'll talk to you later.